Hey guys, welcome to LEGO Indiana Jones 2. I'm the TheCleanLPGuy, and in this episode, we're gonna go do the level builder in the creator set here. So let's get started. There are 4 sections, but I'm just gonna go to this one here because this is where we need to go. I'm gonna create, and then this is post commentary because there's a part I had to speed up, but I didn't exactly know what the heck I was doing at one point, and I was trying to figure out what the heck the problem was. And I finally figured it out at one point. And yeah, so I was kind of confused, but I finally figured it out. So we'll be there shortly. We'll be there shortly. So start with empty levels. What you want to pick? You can pick either any of these, but I just picked the bonus level, and then I picked the bonus exterior. So, anyways, let's get started here. I don't exactly know why they let you pick twice. I don't know if it's like you can pick the pieces you get and then pick the location or what, but I don't know really, because I know there's different pieces for different places that you pick, and there are some times that I get confused in this one about where I get or what pieces I have and stuff like that. But anyways, this is basically just the loading screen. Alright, so I sped up here, and basically I just delete these and I delete the doorway. And basically what I want to show you guys is that this guy can jump as high as you want him to at some point, but all you have to do is push that back. You can push it. I'm just trying to show you how big it is with the jumping there. Anyways, I don't exactly know why the true status bar is there, but this is the alien. He metamorphs to land, and then this is the one guy. He does characters, and then this guy does platforms. You'll see that. I'll use that quite a bit right now. But anyways, there's the one guy with the weird hat, the bull hat, that actually gets characters, vehicles, and creatures. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to set down base plates. Basically what I'm trying to make here is kind of like a motorcycle racetrack. It's not exactly all that good when it came out. I have better ideas in my head, but when they come out on this thing, it's not exactly what I intend. Sometimes I don't know exactly where my pieces go and stuff like that. So not a lot of times it doesn't exactly look as good as I want it to. And there I messed up with the controls. I haven't played this game in forever. This isn't my favorite LEGO game. I really don't play it all that often. I do like the level builder, but I don't play it all that much. So anyways, when I'm done here, I have about 6 or 7 rows of base plates here. I think I end up adding more. Actually, I know I end up adding more, but yeah, basically what I'm just doing is I'm just laying them down here, and then I don't know why I have that spotlight of light, but I do. But anyways, I have 6 or 7 of those. As you can see, I have it all covered. Basically, then in this guy, he's got everything you can get. You can change the camera angle with any character. Basically just showing you where the camera angle is. I don't know why I have that green patch there. I go back to look at it. I still don't get why it's there. I think I can still do stuff with it, but I don't know. Anyways, alright, next we gotta go to... where are we going? Oh yeah, the first thing I place is a bench. I kind of like the thought of doing like a house thing, or like a kind of like how they do like an extra bonus stage with the 1,000 stud or the 1,000,000 studs. I mean, that you have to get, and I kind of like that. But I think it'd be kind of fun if I did something kind of like that, and I might do a later episode of that or something like that. Basically, that's all I go to LEGO Indiana Jones for, is one of these things. Anyways, what I originally thought I was going to do here was I was going to have it where you had to get the motorcycles onto the pad, and I was looking for a gate, and I could not find myself a gate. I still couldn't in this stuff here. So I ended up grabbing that barrier, and I started doing like wall, and it actually turned out pretty good with the wall. Later you'll see something that I didn't exactly want to happen with the wall, but I'll kind of explain it as myself. And then you can change the color of the wall, and I like that color barrier too. So here I gotta make the wall, but like I said, there's a lot of different pieces that you can get with any different level, and this one has some pieces that I didn't know or wasn't sure if I'd get. Here I changed the camera angle so I can see it up above, and then I just keep placing the barriers. Basically I'm just copying and moving. Copying, nudging is what it's called. The controls are a little complicated, and this is only a bonus video, so I won't do the controls for this. If I was ever to LP this game, I'd do the controls, but it's not an LP, so I'm just showing you guys this off. And this game's also for the Xbox and stuff like that, so anyways, basically this is it. I'm just building these barriers right now, but like I said, I kind of wanted it to be a motorcycle track, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, so you'll have to see what it kind of metamorphs into, I guess. As it goes by, it kind of changes a little bit. It's still got motorcycles in it, and it's still kind of a race because it's still got these barriers. I don't take the barriers out. I did too much work with these dumb barriers that I didn't want to take them out. I don't take any of these platforms out, I don't think. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the corner there. Is there a corner barrier or something? But there's not. So I find this piece, and it doesn't seem to work. I nudge it to try and get it over, but it doesn't seem to work. So I delete this, and then I just take one of the barriers, and I try it out on the corner. Actually, I just copy it. I have to go 3 up, though, because of the fact that it's got to be the same size or same width, or at least I'd like it to be. But anyways, and then I come and meet it up to the wall, and then I just keep sending them that way. I'm almost done with the barriers here. I just got to round the bend, and then I should have like a few more barriers that I got to set there. But anyways, yeah, it does get a little bit complicated how this thing works, and it is like a 15-minute segment, so I guess you can watch it, or you don't have to watch it. I just thought I'd do an upload, since me and the King don't have exactly everything ready for Portal quite yet. But this one's kind of just to show you guys kind of a gist of stuff for this level builder, and I really like it. It's just I'm really not good at it. There I was hitting the wall, and it wouldn't let me do anything about that. So, but I mean, I'm really not all that good at it. It's just I like it, and I don't really have much of an idea why I like it. I'm just weird like that, I guess. Anyways, I tried something out. I wanted to do a ramp, and I thought this might be a ramp, but it turns out if you adjust it, this is actually could probably be helpful later. It's just this platform that you can raise and lower. That might be helpful for another level if you wanted to try that out. Usually I try and draw out my levels before I do them, and this one I just didn't draw out. I don't know why. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I just didn't do for this level. There's like whip stuff and rope stuff and a whole bunch of switches. Basically, I just look for this ramp and I set it down. You can move stuff, of course, with the nudger, but I basically just copy it as well and then nudge it over, and then I got this, and I just have to sit on top there. But the ramps I don't think actually go up that high, so what I end up doing at one point is I get the alien, but we'll show that in a sec. This I got a start line, and I wanted to do a finish line. I thought this was the finish line, so I took it all the way over here, and it took it 5 seconds to I guess destroy or to queue out or whatever. I don't know, but let me see. I end up getting this one again, and I end up getting rid of this entirely later on, so it doesn't really help help things. But yeah, I kind of was like, I finally figured out if you press B in the Wii version, you can get the finish line thing. So I was like, oh, cool, I get the finish line thing. So I just decided to put it over here, but I didn't exactly know what to do with this, so I just stuck it back over here. And then I was like, oh, well, if I gotta finish the level, I better do this mini kit, because mini kits, you can make them finish the level if you just have one in the level. There's a lot of things you can have finish the level, like that doorway I deleted at the beginning, that can help you finish the level if you run through it. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna lower this with the alien. Basically, red is cliff sides, and then blue is kind of gradual slopes. So what I'm gonna have to do is I raise this up, and I have this brilliant idea, quote unquote brilliant, of having more ramps that ramp you up to the next spot, and then I was going to do a bridge across. I couldn't end up finding a bridge, though, so that didn't help at all. I was going to have like a bridge across, and you could like drive across, of course, but I couldn't end up finding a bridge in my list of stuff. Here I have, I forget his name, man. I used to know like everybody's name in Lego Indiana Jones, and now I don't because I haven't played it so long. I play Mario games now, so, but this is not gonna be my Lego LP, just so you guys know. It's just a random video. I don't think I'll ever probably LP this game. I don't exactly enjoy it as much as other LPs or other games, I mean. But like this piece is kind of in the way of that little finish line checkpoint thing. So what I want to do is I want to change the camera angle and actually go into the level name. But you can change the name of the level as well, which is actually kind of nice. Lego and their customizable things, I guess. Anyways, what do we got here? I'm just going to delete this barrier. I don't exactly remember. I just kind of, this whole time I was kind of just trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do. I think finally now no? Okay. Well, I ended up deleting that, and I kind of wanted to set this up again, so I decided to put that there and press B to get this finish line thing here, and I probably could have done the finish line where it was like finish and then the mini kit appeared. I could have put it really close because I figured out that after 5 seconds the thing kind of stops on you, and I didn't exactly know why. But then I figured out it's the timer thing, so I kind of need to put the time up on that one. But basically, I just wanted to put motorcycles, but I couldn't put them on the panel, so I kind of just deleted the panels, moved the bicycles or the motorcycles over, and bicycles would have been actually pretty fun. But then I decided to grab Mr. Fun here and put the character 1 and character 2 pads in the same areas, so that it was roughly, they were roughly together, so you'd start there at either end. I think it'd be kind of fun if you actually started 2 characters on the opposite end of a thing, and then they had to work together to get each other out, which would be really cool. I might even try and do something like that later. I just want to draw it out. Here's a pond. I don't know why. I just felt like doing something random and putting a pond in there. I keep it throughout the entire thing. I never delete it. These are more ramps that I decided I was finally going to move over to that section. I was like, oh yeah, I got to get to that. So I decided to do that then. Sorry about that glitch there. I don't exactly remember what was going on, but I think my capture card probably had some kind of glitch. Anyways, sorry about that. I bumped my mic. And then I was going to do ramps here. And I wasn't sure what way they were facing or if the ramps were even correct because I didn't test the, what is it called? I haven't tested the level yet. Anyways, I was testing that for a jump, but I didn't give myself enough time to like really work stuff out. Anyways, as you can see, the walls, the barriers aren't exactly working too well. It's not all that easy for my motorcycle to get around them, so I kind of messed up with that. I kind of keep that throughout the entire thing, though. Unfortunately, I don't exactly know how I could have fixed that, except maybe made it wider and given you a little bit more turn. But anyways, and then the ramps are the opposite way, so I need to change those again. As you saw, I had some issues changing those, but anyways, I double flipped these again. You can either nudge them or flip them, so I flipped them, and then I test it here, and I want to see if I can get across the ramp, is basically what I wanted to see. And I could almost make it that time, and then I've never been able to make it ever since that once. I didn't make it that one time, so it didn't exactly help. I was trying to pick up some speed, but that didn't work, so what I decided to do is I was going to go back around, but it still didn't work, so what I had to do is I decided to delete this, and what did I end up doing? I pushed this out. Yeah, I pushed this out for a little bit of effect. Well, what I ended up doing is I turned those, I'd move them over, and then I'd turn them, or turn them and then move them, whatever. But anyways, it was going to be the jump there, and then it was going to jump into a minikit, so that you had to watch out for that. Anyways, I terraformed the land with Mr. Alien here. I don't exactly know why they picked Mr. Alien to terraform the land, but yeah, I guess he's the most reasonable person, I guess. But I don't know why they haven't done a level builder ever since this game. It was kind of fun, but I guess it was also kind of complicated at the same time. I decided to put water there just so that it was like if your vehicle fell in the water, it would kind of explode, so you had to go back and do it again. It's kind of always the challenges that you can have in video games, So I decided to get out Mr. Baseplate here and put it there, but that didn't work out too well, so I decided to not lay one there because I didn't want to make it any bigger, so I decided to put a mini kit there in the corner. But then I decided to put it in the center, only because I wanted it like your bike could just run into it at any point if it just run off the jump in the middle. I decided to copy another one and put it in the fountain. I centered it in the fountain, of course, because I like that. I don't know why, but anyways, let's see. What do we got? I delete the bench and I delete this mini kit because I didn't want that one. But I get another mini kit right here. I ended up having 7 mini kits in this level. I wanted to make it like 10, but I decided against that. So, anyways, here I go. I go, and I hit the second mini kit. And if you actually pause the menu or pause the game, you can actually see how many mini kits you have to collect in the level. I do that later. It actually gets kind of weird because I was like, what? Why did I do that? But then it was like, oh yeah, okay. But here I go, just placing these mini kits everywhere. I think so far I've got like 4 or 5, I think. And I think, oops, this is like number 7 here. And then of course I have to center it just because I'm like that. I don't know why. Anyways, so I centered it there, and then I tested the thing. And then, as you can see in the bottom corner, there's the amount of mini kits. And then I grabbed it too soon, and so then I paused again, and you can see I can get one at 7. This part's kind of interesting. The reason I slowed it down is to watch this. I go through the wall, and my car explodes. And then listen. I hit the water, and then I die somehow. It's like, what the heck? I didn't get that. Anyways, I sped it back up just because It took me forever to get these mini kits. At the end of this level is kind of the end of this movie, so I get Mutt here, and I'm trying to get this other mini kit because I go up this ramp, I go up that, and I totally missed that one, and I got enough speed, I jumped over both. I try and hop in this again, and it explodes on me, so it's like, what the heck. So I decided to go after this thing again. And look at that, I'm going through the barriers constantly. Watch this. I go through the barriers, I back up through the barriers, totally miss it. So what I decided to do is I'm going to come around here. But anyways, I'm going to run to the mini kit. See you guys later.